Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. 6, 7, 8. Just counting the stitches before I have to do the next rosebud on this, so I don't have to think about it when I'm busy sitting talking. Yeah. That's easy, that's it now. Well, it's my bingo night tonight, and I'm be going for a meal first. We go for a meal with my friend. It used to be, when we first arranged to start going for a meal, it used to be the first Thursday in the month. But my friend started making it every 4 weeks. She started counting 4 weeks from the last time. That was because I think 1 week it was, I think the first of the month was, about 6 days after. She wanted it sooner than that. So she has me all mixed up now, trying to work out which is every 4 weeks from the date. So it's tonight anyway. We're going for a meal tonight. And I was at I went down to Boots last night. I was telling everyone I was going for a hearing test to find out, if I needed a hearing aid or what, because of I had tried one of those cheap ones from eBay, but it only lasted about 3 weeks, and the both of them conked out. I don't know whether it was something to do with how you turned the volume up on it. The volume up on it, I can show you here. Was a little thing in there that you had to put a screwdriver in and turn it up and down, and I don't know whether that's what's damaged it. Maybe it's pressed too hard. Maybe if I'd gotten the one that, because I've been looking at other ones on the internet, and some of them have like a proper control that you just move with your finger and that, and I wish I'd got something like that then, because neither of these work now. And I think it may be because of that I may have pressed it too hard when I've been turning the sound, because I had to alter it quite a few times to get the sound right. But they worked great when I got them working, and then they just stopped working altogether. But anyway, I went down for to Boots to get a hearing test, and then found out I couldn't have the hearing test because when he checked my ears, my right ear, there's an awful lot of wax in it. He says it was so bad, it was completely covered the thing, so maybe that's why I'm having trouble with my hearing. He said that's quite possible, but he wouldn't know to get a proper hearing test, so I have to get rid of the wax first, because he said if he tried to do the hearing test, what they do with the different sounds, he says it would just bounce off the wax in my ear, so I wouldn't get a true reading. So I'm supposed to ring up my doctors and tell them I've been putting some olive oil in my ear to try and soften. Don't know how long it's been there, but I know that I don't have good hearing in this ear. I do in the other one, because if anyone speaks to me on this side, I can hear them perfectly, but if they speak on that side, it's mumbling to me. I can't make out a lot of what they say, so it could be the wax that's causing my problem. I might not need hearing aids. I hope not anyway, so that's what I found out when I went down to Boots. But a lot of the doctor surgeries, he said in the fella in Boots to put some olive oil in and to soften it. He says it'll probably take a couple of weeks. He says, and then go to the doctors and see about getting, if it doesn't come out, to see about getting your ears, as he said, like vacuumed something. I've had them done a lot of years ago when I was young, and it was just a syringe I put in with warm water that did it. And I remember when they got done then, the sound just boomed into my ear after that. So, but they don't seem to do that in the doctors anymore. I was reading up about it, I think, and it was because they were frightened of damaging someone's ears. So they have different ways, and so I'll wait until I'll try with the olive oil and see whether it softens enough for it to come out itself. And then it said you can use to do it at home. It's like a little bulb thing Like it'll be like one of those little rubber bulb things that you squirt warm water into your ear, and that helps to clear it and get any more. So that's what I may do. And then I'll go and be able to get a hearing test then to see whether I do need. But I know myself once the wax is out whether there's anything wrong with my hearing or not. But anyway, like I'm saying, it's my bingo night tonight, and I would be leaving usually leave about 5:30, but the traffic is usually very bad then. You know, people coming out of work and that. I think I'll have to leave about 20 past, because I'm supposed to pick my friend up at 6 o'clock, and it's usually about 6:15 before I get there if I leave at 5:30. It's only a 25-minute drive. That is, if I don't hit any traffic lights or anything like that, I can do the journey in about 23 minutes. But on that night when we go for a meal, it takes me about 3/4 of an hour because of the traffic. But anyway, I'll put that down, show you what else I've been doing today. I have made 2 little bags. I've just put a tutorial up on my crochet channel to show how I made these little bags. So you can see the different pattern I put on these ones. I had 2 balls of this. One of them didn't have a label on. It's chenille. I think you call it chenille. So when I did it with a strand of white aran as well, I did a strand of the white aran, the strand of the chenille. And one ball didn't have a label on. I should have weighed it, but I didn't. So I'm not sure how much was on. So it took that one ball to do the one bag. I had just enough to finish the bag. So the other one was a full ball with a label on. And I wasn't sure how much, but that other one without the label must have been, it wasn't a full ball, because I still have about 45 grams left of this one. So I may do another one, but it'll probably not do the whole thing. I may either make the base, do the base with a different, mix like some pink and blue with the white and that, and maybe either do the base or use this wool as far as it goes and finish the top part and the handles in the 3 colours instead. But that's what I've been doing today, those 2 little bags. And I have to do this there's another little bag I have to do for my great-grandson, Eddie. I'm going to show you the picture of what I have to do for him. It's another one of those Minecraft things. Wait till I find the picture. Gallery. I have to do that for him. I've already done him the creeper in the Minecraft, and I've done the Enderman for his brother. But they both have these little toys. Eddie has this one, and Tommy has the Enderman. That was why he wanted the Enderman bag. And they're all from Minecraft, and this is the one that Eddie's got, that exact little toy. So I said to him, oh, I don't know how I'm going to manage that. I says, it's got wings on and antennas, and I want wings on. I haven't a clue how I'm supposed to do the wings, but this is what I have done. I've started the bag. I've done the stripes for I should have started them a little bit further down, because when I fold the bag in half like that, it folds a little bit. So I should have started the stripes a bit further down, but he'll not be bothered. I don't think I'll bother putting a lining in this one, because it is quite thick, and I don't think he's bothered about whether it have a lining. But I did try to do the eyes. The little eyes, because the eyes are black and that is blue, a little corner blue, and I did try to do it while I was crocheting, but it just didn't look like it looks on there. So I'm just going to knit those pieces for the eyes and sew them on. And then I don't know what I'm going to do for the antennas. I think I'll just put a few strands together, knot them and put them, stitch them on the thing and then try to work out the wings. Because I see him looking at it and I says, well, look, it's got antennas and wings, but I want the wings. I says, well, the antennas as well. I want them as well. These kids, amazing what they think you can do with a bit of wool and that. So anyway, I've started that from, because I'll have to have that finished for Sunday, because I wasn't there last Sunday. And the Sunday before that, he asked me, I had made the one for Tommy. And Eddie come dashing down to see if I had his. And I said, oh, you'll get it next time I come. So I'll have to have this one done for this Sunday. Hey, my dear, these kids. I'm glad there was nothing like that around when mine were little. I think all I ever used to do for mine was do the little action men clothes, the little jumpers and pants. And I'll just shut my phone down now. So anyway, I'm just doing a little bit knitting before I go out, because it is actually 4 o'clock now. So I don't need to get any tea because we're going for a meal. We go to a place called the Percy, the same place where I go for the quiz on a Tuesday night. And they always do nice meals in there. So, and I'll probably take what I've done of this cardigan. This is the second front on the rosebud one. I'll probably take that with me to do some knitting, because it'll probably be a little bit earlier tonight as well with going for a meal. And we always seem to get to the club a little bit earlier when we go for a meal. And I'll be picking Molly up after we've been for a meal. I do always ask Molly if she wants to come for a meal as well, but she always says she thinks it would be a bit too much, going for a meal and the bingo as well and that. And so anyway, that's just a little bit, let you know what I've been doing and what I'm going to be doing. And I might even get a little bit of my own done. Again, I have got past the armholes on my own. I think I can reach it, and it's in the bag. Don't know whether I showed how much I had done. Oh, that's the wool over there. The ball of wool is in. That's how far I've got on my own. That's going to the arms, so got a little way to go up to the shoulders on that one. Back in the bag. And that is how far I have got on the blanket I'm doing with what I have left of this wool. I think I've done that as far as I'm going to do with that wool, because I have some wool left over from the other one that is a slightly different shade to this. It has a bit more pink in it. And I think I'm going to do around the edges with that one to use it up. So I'll do, with this one I have, that's how much I have left of that one. And I'm going to go around the edge as far as it goes with that. It'll probably go once around and then use the other one. I think the other ball's in the bag as well. If I can find it. There. I just got it on. That's the other one. You can see it's just slightly different. It's not a lot of different. I think this one has more of a like a black, like charcoal in the way the dark colour in this one is like a purpley colour. So that's what I'm going to use to go around the edge of the blanket after I've used up this one. Just to use up this wool, actually, because that's all it is, and there's nothing else to do with it that I can do with it. So that's how far. That's the size there is nearly as big as the other one. I have already done another one, but these will all be for sale when I get them sorted, probably on my eBay shop. I think my eBay shop is the best shop for selling things like this, because Etsy charges too much for what she's put on there. I mean, everyone does have to pay the buyer protection fee on eBay, but I put the price at what I would probably get off someone else, off some other shop, when I put them on eBay. So because I get what I actually ask. If I ask for £10 for something, I'd get £10, but the customer would have to pay that buyer's protection fee on top of that. So that's what I'll be doing anyway. I have quite a few things actually that need to go on the shop, and I just haven't got round to putting them on yet. I think those 2 little bags, I have another bag that I did a while ago that needs to go on as well. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.